What's going on, listeners and viewers? Man, this is episode 16 of Clinch Conversations. We got a fucking wild one for you today, boys and gals. A card of the year so far, and as a fight night in Seattle, man, every fight on the main card ended in a finish, and even the prelims were just bangers. We had some back-to-back wild-ass fights, blood-soaked octagon, fans going fucking crazy. Oh man, it's just like
bad judging everywhere. Fucking
terrible judging.
knockout subs, fucking cuts, cheating. This motherfucker felt like an anime art the way that it was just all over the place, bro. It was a complete card. So it was a hell of a card, and I was riding high already because I got to meet the Hammer Mark Coleman, who said he's very interested in doing an episode with us. So we just got to reach out to him and set that up. Very cool dude. Very down to earth guy. Fuck it, I'll grab the glove real quick, dude. I can't say I did that. Now I have
Show him that glove, man. Dakota went out and just got a piece of history, boys. I mean, just a signed UFC glove by Mark.
I'm not gonna lie to you, James, bro. I was so ADHD, I wasn't even thinking. But look at that. Fucking the Hammer Mark Coleman, dude. I'm not even sure that's an autograph that can be verified, but that was cool as fuck. It's one of the old UFC gloves too, bro. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I did not get the eye poke excuse where they said the gloves kind of bend your fingers straight. John Jones might not be lying, dog. It's very hard. It's very hard to stretch your fingers out, dude. So that was pretty fucking cool. He not to change the subject because we got limited time, but he fucking had the 2 original belts there. I ain't even notice them. And he goes, bro, hold the belt for the picture. I go, whoa. These are the fucking belts you want? He's like, hold the belts for the picture, bro. I was like, oh, dude, just give me one. I'm not going to be greedy. Give me one.
What were they like? Heavy?
Yeah. They were heavy. You got to keep in mind we were at a wrestling convention, so they had legit, replica wrestling belts there that were, gold, sterling silver and shit like that. And then he's sitting there at a table by himself, like maybe 3 people around, and 2 of them were his promoters. And I just like, dude, they need to, that event was awesome. I ended up leaving all kinds of shit, but they need a UFC event like that where older, newer, indie fighter, promotion fighters can just get their own shit going. Cause dude, that we would thrive in an environment like that. This shit was amazing, dude. And
hell yeah, dude.
I got a picture with him, and I was only supposed to get a picture in the glove by itself for $70, and he signed the glove too, which would have been an extra 20. So that was fucking awesome. But
that whole convention that you went to was crazy, man. That was
I left
being able to meet Mark Coleman, man. Like, fuck.
I'm not gonna lie, I was fanboying a little bit. I was like, dude, and I'm the same height as him. This dude gave me a hug. He's like, I gave him the merch of ours. He's like, I was like, there's all kinds of stuff in there. There's a magnet if you want to throw it on your toolbox. He's like looking at it. I'm like, heart sank to my chest. I'm like, fuck, he don't like it. He goes, this is pretty fucking cool, man. He's like, I don't got a toolbox, but fuck, I'll put that magnet on my fridge. I'm like,
dude, that's awesome, man. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's cool as fuck, dude.
Speaking of exciting events, man, we just want to break some news to y'all right now. Friday, we are interviewing LFA fighter Scuba Steve, man. Exciting lightweight. Guy's a fucking wild-ass
undefeated pro.
Yeah. Why don't you tell us a little bit about him, man?
Yes, for those who don't know, before we get into the Seattle card, Scuba Steve has beat Raha Jackson's ass. So if you don't tune into him for any other reason than that, it's a pretty good fight too. He cooked Raha, so he's got a great wrestling base. He's very hard to take down. He's got a couple fights against established, people from overseas that are wrestling champions in their national wrestling tournaments and shit like that. It's very impressive wrestling. He's out of Gilbert Grappling. The dude striking is phenomenal. I saw Scuba Steve here in person. That's how I found out about him when LFA came to Louisville. Same card I found out about Javier Reyes. Scuba Steve was the last card on the prelim, and they don't show the prelims on Fight Pass. So I was like, why aren't they showing the Fight Pass logo? He fucking picked dude up, they tried to put him in an armbar, slammed him right on his fucking noggin. I've been trying to find the highlight to send to James. It's a fucking banger, dude. It's on my shirt I'll be wearing for the interview Friday. It's he called it the Scuba Bomb because he got his he wanted to do MMA because he used to wrestle, and he got wrestling. He wanted to do that because he liked Batista. So he's a down to earth guy. He also just had a baby like both of us. He already had a kid to begin with, I believe. But super cool dude, super exciting fighter, coming off I think 2, maybe 3 straight knockouts, but he's undefeated as a pro. Very, very special fighter to watch coming out of LFA. And I think he's going to be on Contender Series before you know it. So
And he is officially going to be our first sponsored fighter that we sponsor. Clinch Conversations logo will be on Scuba Steve's shorts April 17th. Y'all lock the fuck in. It's going down. We're getting
very big
bigger.
step up. Very big step up for us because, man, we've had everything else. We got the merch given out to guys there. We also gave some merch to Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle was cool as hell to meet. I don't think he'll ever be coming back to MMA. It's just my take, but he was a pretty cool guy to talk to about the Ultimate Fighter and shit. So that was cool. I asked him about Dana. He had no ill will towards Dana. I was like, "It's fuck Dana, right?" He's like, "Nah, bro."
Oh my gosh.
He's like, it's a great organization, just kind of a dickhead boss, man. I was like, yeah, I feel it, bro. I don't blame you. I was like, I thought that was pretty mature of him to say. He had purple hair, threw me off, but he came in the
One
second
thing
day wearing all mushrooms on his suit. So I was like, it makes sense.
One thing Dakota and I will always disagree about, y'all, is Dana White.
I
Dana
don't mind
White,
Dana. I don't mind Dana.
Conor McGregor.
Oh yeah, well yeah. I don't mind. So look, the old hater in me couldn't stand McGregor. I really don't mind Dana. I just think Dana, like, I don't know if you've seen, it's been going viral. Okay, the video that some dude, it's like his name's like Mystical something on YouTube, was going off on Dana because he did an interview where he's talking about he made his wife have a C-section so that he wouldn't miss the Chuck Liddell fights. That's been making the rounds and shit. And I thought that was bonkers. But at the same time, if it didn't put any of them at risk, I guess it's fine or whatever. It's not really my place to talk about it. That was the time where a business was starting to boom and every move you make mattered. So I can understand why Dana did what he did. And at the end of the day, if it wasn't like, you're gonna have a C-section, then who am I to fucking judge, So it's none of their, it's a clip pulled out of context. Who knows what they were talking about? But like, I don't really have a problem with Dana, bro. I just want to pay the fighters a little bit more and get the fuck out of boxing, dude. I don't like focus where you're at, man. But the point of me bringing that up is you see the difference in how invested he was in the sport then and how he's just like, so it's yesterday's thing or whatever. But I don't mind Dana. I actually think Dana's a genius. I think a lot of what he does is great. Connor is a fucking nutcase, but I still don't really, love Connor, but I find him exciting to watch, and he's fucking hilarious. Top Taurus, fucking smack the fucking whatever he fucking says.
You'll dance for me, boy.
You'll dance for me. I'm fucking
Mike Perry, dude.
How's Noah? How's Noah? Yeah, don't you ever fucking talk to me, you little fucking rat. Fucking
fuck yeah, man.
I'm Irish and I can't do that accent. But yeah, the Seattle card, man, fucking insane card, bro. Starting off, I thought the women's fight wasn't bad. Bruno Brazil, I don't know where the hype came from. She's not been entertaining at all. Lost to Caitlin Souza in a boring fight. Got cooked by Alexa Thainara, however you say her name. Pretty easy decision. The next fight after that, I actually missed because I was on the phone with my wife trying to figure some stuff out. I came back, watched it later. Wow, that was a fucking crazy fight. Ricky Simone got so lucky they were in Seattle with some biased judges because holy shit, that was a bad fight for him. Adrian Yanez came out, looked phenomenal for I was asking a couple episodes ago where the fuck Yanez been. Seems like when I asked that, these dudes get fights booked because I didn't know it was booked, and he came out looked really good. It's the hometown kid, man. Very impressive on Yanez's part.
Dude, wild fight, man. I really thought Ricky was gonna try to wrestle more, but he stood up, had a war with that boy, man, and it was just
Ricky
golly,
is just moving so weird, dude. It's just he doesn't. I don't know. There was a lot of fighters who didn't go.
I definitely want the blonde hair back. I want the blonde hair back.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck what hair he has. I need him to follow the game plan, man, because we all know Ricky Simone's wrestling is his bread and butter. You have a submission win over Mariah where you choked him out cold. Get back to that, man. And I get he's probably discouraged after being out wrestled by Howdy Barcelos. Yanez is not Howdy Barcelos, man. Yanez just got knocked out by Rob Font not that long ago, Like, Rob Font's not a power guy. He's a fucking jab merchant, man. You try to tell me you couldn't wrestle him down, choke him out, or put some elbows on him. I don't know. But it was a very weird fight and even weirder decision. I thought that it was for sure not a draw. But, I noticed the two judges gave. What did you think? Very strange judging. Did you think the last round was a 10-8?
That's when Giannis was really, really putting the beating on him. I don't know, man. Like that was just that was the start of that was a kickstart of some very strange judging. We had some if it went to a decision, we had some wild things happen. But you know, I think Yanez pulled that through, man.
I think
To
so
be
too.
honest, but
Yeah.
I think both of them are going to get a good step up in competition for
Yeah.
each of their fights coming
It
up.
was
So
weird. It was very weird because they had two of the three judges. The only judge that I agreed with had it split 1-1 going into the third. And I thought both rounds were close. At least the second round was a little more close. And then the third I thought was all Giannis. So, I
yeah,
mean, I guess you can make a case for 10-8. I didn't think it was a 10-8, but, everybody's got a different opinion on 10-8s nowadays. So, I seen the two judges had it as a 10-8. I was like, fuck, this is Larone Mobsar all over again. But yeah,
golly.
yeah, and then when it wasn't the rep or wasn't the judges fucking shit up, then we go into the next fight, and I guess Bruno Lopez fucked that ref's daughter because he was like, let him die. If he dies, he dies, bro. I mean, that was fucking brutal, dude. I mean, I'm pretty sure Bruno Lopez. We had a couple people die on this card.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll
fuck.
get to
We'll
that
get to
later.
that.
We'll get to that later when I break James's heart. But
Oh
no, I mean
man.
Bruno Lopez looked like somebody. He looked like he was getting fucked up and initiated into the cartel. I mean, he's getting fucking destroyed in there, and the ref was just like, "Fight back, fight back." I'm like, he's fucking not moving, bro.
He's
Just
fucking
in
dead,
the
ref.
yeah, like in the fight, bro, and that didn't happen. But Navajo Sterling came out, did what he should have. He looked exciting. He was in his good form. Fucking love to see that because his last couple fights been so really really
Yeah, I
happy to see
mean,
what
yeah, he
he's
looked
got
good.
going. He
Yeah.
looked really good. Not granted it was against Bruno Lopez, but he looked really good. Not gonna take away from who it was, even though he committed murder on live television. It was a really
Hey
good
man, that's the
performance.
job.
That's a job,
That's the
man. He did his
job.
job. Really great performance on his part.
I feel bad for Chase Hooper, man. Golly.
Ah
I
man,
mean, he got
before
his shit rocked. Soccer
yeah.
kick to the fucking neck, chest area, man.
Yeah, Chase
He,
Hooper got fucked up. Chase Hooper got fucked up, but he didn't get fucked up nowhere nearly as bad as Gabriela Fernandez did. Casey
oh,
O'Neill knocked her out twice. She knocked her down, knocked her
on the
back up, knocked her
feet,
back down. That was
dropped
impressive.
down, came up, and then got slept again.
Yeah,
God,
that was,
like,
I had
we had,
Casey all week, and my homie was like, Gabriela Fernandez is the bet here, and I never even seen Fernandez fight, but I told him shouldn't have done that. Casey O'Neill came out and starched that bitch, bro. Fucking cooked her ass.
golly.
I
And it
mean, she
looked like
looked
Fernandez
phenomenal.
had a lot more power than Casey too, but
Mm-hmm.
Casey's boxing was just on point, bro.
Yeah.
I think she needs her and Macy Barber honestly need to fight next.
You don't need to.
But
You are not doing Macy any favors right now, bud. I know you're disappointed, but don't send her back into the fire. She's taking at
she
least 6 months
needs
off. I just want you to know that.
she needs to go back into the fire, dog. She's got to. I mean, she's right
Well,
there.
she went into the fire. She got fucking turned into I don't know something that gets cooked, overcooked. But
Shawty got cremated Saturday night,
oh
man.
my
That was just
god, Jesus. No, it was yeah, it was bad, bro. And then we got after Casey O'Neill, weirdest fight ever, Marcin Tybura. I don't know why I'm a big Tybura guy. Tybura came in and did not do anything, that he should have. Tyrell Fortune, is it Fortune or Fortune, however the
yeah.
fuck they say his name.
He looked
Came
good,
in.
man.
He looked really good for a 35-year-old. He did.
Yeah, and just fucking
Tybura,
found his way into the
yeah.
top 10
Well,
heavyweights.
what's
Like that's
crazy, yeah,
crazy.
this is the weirdest shit too, bro. We had two absolutely insane ranking fights going on. So we now have Tyrell Fortune, MMA or UFC debuts now number 8 ranked. He's definitely fucking wild. Tybura, they thought won. They, apparently, and
Oh
Bruce
man,
Buffer.
yeah.
This is the thing is we had the refs fuck up, then the judges fucked up, then Bruce Buffer fucked up.
It was crazy, man, because I
That was
placed that bet on Coinbase
yep,
for Tybura to win. And
yep.
then I'm looking at it, I'm like, fuck, man, should I pull my slip? I was like, whatever, I lost the money. I looked down, it was at 2% for Tybura to win.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I looked down, 99% for Tybura to win. They had just announced it.
Cashed
Coinbase
it.
came in late, pulled my bet, won the money. What? Great day. We had
That's
a good
called
betting day on
that's
Saturday.
called that's called getting one over on old dad right there. That was a good fucking night right there for you, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
for
was
real.
yeah, unfortunate. It's even cooler because you found out he was pronounced clinically dead in like 2012. So
Yeah, he's got a cool
big.
story, man. It's crazy. Like that just also it kind of just shows how ass heavyweight is because now you got you got the fucking Hulk Hogan coming in and fighting Curtis Blades, who's number what 4 in the
He's gonna
world.
get baptized. Don't worry. He's gonna get done to him what Hulk Hogan had done to him. It's gonna be okay.
Mm,
It's Curtis
damn.
Blades. It's Curtis Blades. No, not like he's gonna die. Jesus, no. Like Hulk Hogan.
Damn.
Like Hulk Hogan got fucked up by the Rock. I should have clarified. No, not rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. That's not what I meant, bro. I meant like fucking rock bottom. Curtis Blades gonna slam him on his neck, knock his ass out. Sorry about that,
Could
James.
be.
That's how I can tell I hit a nerve with that one. I love Hulk Hogan. That was not meaning. Fuck that, dude. I'm a real American dog. I didn't mean nothing by that, dude. But yeah, no. You're right. Heavyweight is buns. It's
Yeah,
not good. You got maybe 6 good fighters and 8 drunk uncles fighting in that motherfucker. So we have the
it's
least amount
facts.
of heavyweight fighters on the roster ever. I think it's 32. So
It's
not
crazy.
a good.
It used to be the biggest division ever, and now it's like it's big
Yeah,
boys.
yeah. It's sad now. I remember when fucking Cain Velasquez was on top of the world, beat the shit out of Brock Lesnar, and it just you gotta say a sigh of relief and move on. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Speaking of moving on, yeah, as you said, Chase Hooper. We were feeling bad for Chase Hooper. I felt great for Lance Gibson, man. Apparently his dad used to fight in the UFC. Came out and something just felt off for Hooper here. I knew when they said bro was like 0.4% Nigerian that everything turned on this motherfucker. That it was just going to be all tides are going to turn because that doesn't make sense. And he clearly didn't inherit any of that
oh
DNA because
fuck.
he don't got no fucking heart like Kamaru Usman's got. He don't got no fucking chin. So I was surprised that he even made it as long as he did. I like Chase Hooper. Um, what did he
He still
change
got
his
a lot of
fucking
time, man.
name
That
to?
kid is he is so young, man.
He's
He just
young, but the thing is, if your chin is bad now, it's not going to get any better. That's the problem.
that's
So
facts.
he has to fix his head movement, bro. And not. I mean, when you're shooting for takedowns like this, and you're fucking just landing in the clinch so stupidly against guys that, I mean, this dude went 3 rounds of Bobby Green, and Zell Huber couldn't even go 2. So I mean,
Yeah,
it's just shout out to Lance Gibson, dude. He's got some cool tattoos, look like Assassin's Creed, fucking Abstergo on his shit.
yeah,
But he also had a really cool little cool after fight interview. So I like that, man. He made a fan out of me, dude, because I really don't care for
yeah.
Hooper like that, but I
Oh,
did
I
want to see
liked
Hooper win.
I liked his speech too. He's like, "I'm here for love, man. Like this is what
Hmm.
I do, but I'm here for love." I was like, "Hell
And
yeah,
he's apparently the hometown kid in that. He said he was just a little, I think they said he was like
yeah."
300
To stop
miles
booing
away.
him.
Yeah, he's like the booze don't fuck with me that much, man. He's like it is what it is. They gave, I don't blame this at all. The next fight getting fight of the night. I mean, it was pretty fucking obvious. These guys have fight of the night.
Yeah,
Ignacio Bahamondes and Tofik Musayev. That was a close fight of the year. A contender at the start,
yeah.
and then we started
That
getting.
was a war.
It was a war, and Tafik's a whore for all the cheating he did. Because holy fuck, bro! I mean, this
Fence
dude had
grabs, headbutts.
a defense grab I could live with if it doesn't alter the fight that much. He altered the fight 2 different ways on multiple occasions. So many fence grabs. Bahamondes is usually elite on the ground, and I give him that Messiah held his own. But when you're grabbing he pulled it so much, you see the fence get elongated forward, and the refs are
Yeah,
just like,
yeah.
fucking
Bahamondes he lost his
walking
position
stick, like
because
he
of that.
can't fucking
He's in the
see
air.
anything. Yeah, he tried to throw him
Yeah,
and got reversed off momentum strictly because he grabbed the
yeah.
cage. And whatever, it is what it is. But then to sit there and just, he fucking, that is the most blatant headbutt I've ever seen in my life. Opened up, dude, the gash, bro.
I
The
like dove
gash
into
was
him.
the gash was from down here to up here. I mean, I was surprised the fight didn't get stopped. I'm gonna be real
Yeah,
with you. That was one of the gnarliest cuts I've ever seen.
Bahamondes was leaking. By the end
Yes.
of the fight, they were both leaking. The
Oh
octagon
yeah.
was covered in blood.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm really. I mean, I was worried for Bahamondes after I watched that first round. Even though Bahamondes won that first round, I was like, that
Mhm.
dude's gonna hit him with a fucking overhand right, and he's
Yeah.
quick. He can do
Yeah.
it. Sometimes those short fighters, man, if they
He's
handle their
got some
reach well,
hands.
they can actually get in.
Yeah.
And that
He held his
guy
own.
has some fucking hands.
He held his own against Oralby pretty phenomenally. Oralby still cooked him, but he gave Oralby some trouble. So coming
Yeah.
into this fight, I knew his striking was gonna be the problem. The problem with Ignacio, I just gotta do the cut, bro. When they wiped his fucking face in the middle of the end of that second round, I'm like, oh my god, I just saw eyebrow bone. I
Yeah.
just like they literally wiped his shit and you just see it open like a fucking horse's eye, dude. I mean, fucking horrible, bro. And I was like, dude, there's no way they let this fight continue. And they don't even send a doctor to check his cut. They just go, can you see? And he does a John Cena. He goes, I can see, I can see. And
Yeah,
I
they
was
thought
like,
that, and then then the his team threw in a towel so he could
so
wipe his
wipe his
face,
face,
and
but
they
it's
were
too
like
late.
almost called off the fight and all
Yep.
this other shit, man. Like
Yeah.
both these guys are warriors,
To be real
Tafiq,
with you, I think they were throwing the towel in. I think they were throwing the towel in, and Ignacio saw that shit and said, fuck no. Give me that. I think he caught it, tried to wipe his face with it, and they're like, bro, it's too late to wipe your face. And he's like, I can see, because it looked like he was low key talking to his corner, too.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't know. My bad. I didn't mean to interrupt you, fucking, but that's what I had on my mind when I seen that go on, dude. I was like, dude, like, it was a very strange situation. It seemed like the first time a fighter didn't trust his corner, or just that there was genuine confusion that I've seen in a long time come from a corner. But
Yeah,
nonetheless,
it's a
fight of the
wild
night.
fight.
Nonetheless, fight of the night. It was an amazing fucking fight. Both guys deserved that 100K bonus. I mean, they're gonna
Yeah,
need it. They're gonna be so well. I know Bahamondes will be sitting out for a while. Tafiq, I don't know where he's gonna go from here. It's a lightweight bout, so honestly, give him Kyle Nelson or
Baku.
Terrence McKinney. But speaking of which, Terrence McKinney versus Kyle Nelson. Terrence McKinney is the most misleading motherfucker in the history of the UFC. I mean, this dude will be buns one card, come out and be a fucking master technician the next card, and then come out the next card, get knocked out in a round, come out the next card, submit a guy in a round. I mean, he literally has
Lightweight Kevin
no.
Holland.
Yeah, you ain't fucking wrong, dude. I mean, hanging out with Jaden Cable must have fixed his fucking curse. He broke the Jaden Cable curse this weekend, so um,
Dude, he's a great. I mean, he's a buzzsaw, man. He goes out there and puts the performance of his life every time he steps to the octagon. If he can really just tie to, like he doesn't even need to stop what he's doing.
no.
It's just maybe have a little bit more awareness as he
Mm-hmm.
continues to fight better fighters. But I mean, if he could just tighten up his fight IQ and his awareness, man, that guy's a fucking problem. He already is a
Yeah,
problem. You
he
see how
is.
hard he hits and how hard he
Mhm.
kicks. Because Kyle Nelson had his guard up. He broke through the
Kyle
guard and knocked
Nelson,
him on the ground.
yeah, he has taken some punishment for some tough guys. I mean, just listen to Kyle Nelson's last 5 fights in the UFC, okay? Let's go. Actually, he got fucked up by Steve Garcia just 3 fights ago. But he gave Matt Favola, who I don't think very much of, a hell of a beating. He also knocked out Bill Algeo in the first round. He fucking beat Chris Padilla. No, I don't think his name's Chris Padilla. I think it's something else. But he beat Fernando Padilla, sorry, by decision. I thought it was a unanimous decision. That's a good win. Fernando Padilla is a beast. He fucked up Blake Builder. I mean, this dude's got some experience getting hit by hard guys. Went to a draw with Dunu Choi, lost to Jai Herbert, fucking Billy Cortillo, knocked him out 8 seconds in the third round. I mean, he's fought everybody, in this division damn near that's not a ranked guy and not at the bottom of the rankings. And the dude was looking good in his last fight. And I'm not gonna lie, he almost had me fooled enough to bet on him as my dog of the week. But Terrence McKinney just came out and said, "Dude, I'm gonna pick my spots perfectly, and I'm gonna fuck you up, you firefighter," which was cool.
Yeah.
I was liking hearing Kyle Nelson did that, but it also made me feel like maybe it took away some of that. Some guys get into that shit and they get tougher and they start becoming more fucking deadly. Other guys get in that shit and it really breaks their consciousness. Not saying either of them happened, but it just makes me wonder because Kyle Nelson just wilted so fast, bro. I mean, not
Yeah.
it granted that's a hard fucking hit. All of them were hard fucking
Yeah.
hits. Good
Just
God,
how hard does Terrence McKinney hit? Because
Yeah.
that kick broke his guard and he dropped.
It's
That
crazy
was
because he should have had knockout of the night locked up. And we ain't getting there yet. I'm gonna keep taunting. He should have had knocked out of the year locked up pretty easily, and he just, it didn't happen. We'll get there though. This fight afterwards made me personally happy because I called it all week. I don't think there's anything special about Mansoor Abdul Malik. I really don't. He's good at beating no names. He went the decision with Cody Brundage, I'm pretty sure. And Yusri Belgari beat Alex Pereira in kickboxing, and he smoked Bakoyev. All right, and that's all I needed to see because Bakoyev is going to, who's also on this week's card, is going to run through whoever he's fighting. But this guy went to decision with Brundage, and then he submitted Antonio Tricoli in a fucking minute. And for some reason, that warrants him a fight with Alex Pereira as training partner. He also caught a sick elbow from Nick Klein, that rocked him. What was it, 4 fights ago? Or 3 fights.
It's
Yeah,
just
4 fights ago now.
the gas tank failed him, man. He could not wrestle, buddy. And like hell of a kickboxing performance by Belgori.
He fucked him up.
That was
Fucked
insane,
him up.
man. I
The
mean, he
knees were
pitched a
deadly.
shutout.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. It was a kickboxing clinic. It was
Yeah.
beautiful to watch. Abdul Malik runs into the adversity for
You're
the
talking
real
about a
first time.
buzzsaw. You're talking about a
Mm,
buzzsaw. That motherfucker's a buzzsaw. I'm gonna take your saying and
dude.
start using it more. Yeah, Usuri is a fucking buzzsaw, and he's such a nice dude. He came out and he's gave praise to Pereira, and that was weird because it's not weird as Pereira. I get it, but they put the camera on Pereira in the middle of Usuri's fucking speech. That was crazy. But Usuri, I mean, this, like you said, a finish in every fight on the main card, dude, and this fucking card, if you were confused and pissed off at the prelims, you came into the main card ecstatic. You had, I don't care if the knockout comes 1 second left in the fucking third round, dude. If it's a fire performance, it's a fire performance. And I thought Usri had literally the most fucking bell to bell best performance of the night in terms of
It
just a
was
long.
beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it was
mean,
beautiful.
it was a thing of beauty to watch. One of my favorite fucking performances of recent memory. I like the dude
And
a lot.
Abdul couldn't keep him on the ground either.
Nope.
I mean,
Kept getting
that's
up.
that's the worst. That is somebody's worst fear who's fighting in the
Mhm.
UFC is a powerful kickboxer who cannot be taken down. And Abdul, I mean, I don't think he's a slouch. He's a strong guy. He didn't, I mean, didn't go out, but
He he fought
hell of
he
a fight
fought to
by
not get
Yuri.
knocked out, bro. He fought to not get knocked out, but
So
he got fucked up. And here's the thing that I always tell everybody, and they're like, "Well, he's Alex Pereira's training partner. That doesn't mean nothing." I said, "Okay." You realize who trains Alex Pereira, right? It's fucking Glover Teixeira and then that other guy. I can't ever remember his name. The big guy. That big guy is cutting all that weight to have a boxing match later this summer. That dude's
oh
MMA
really?
mind. Yes, that dude's MMA mind, and I feel so disrespectful not knowing his name. I can't think of it off the top of my head. But that dude's MMA mind is as valuable as Trevor Whitman's. I know it sounds crazy, but he knows at least for Pereira and for them guys built like Pereira, he knows what the fuck to get them to do. Pereira came in, had a tough performance against Ankylov, came out the next fight, fucked him up, destroyed. No one's ever done that to Ankylov. No one has ever done that. Jan Blachowicz fucking broke his legs. That was the closest thing anybody's done to him, and
Oh,
that was arguably, in my opinion, I thought, Ankylov or Jan won that fight. I didn't think it was a draw, but I thought it was Ankylov. So when people tell me, they're like, dude, Pereira's training partner don't mean nothing. Dude, Glover's fucking teaching that dude too. His
yeah.
takedown defense is gonna be there. His submissions are gonna be there. It's
Yeah, Alex Pereira is not his coach. He is with that camp, and that camp
You think about
knows what they
that.
got going on.
You got Pereira as your striking coach, Glover as your wrestling and jiu-jitsu coach. You're a fucking force to be fucked with, dude. I mean, you know what I'd like to see? Him fight Adesanya next. Fuck it. We're just booking bullshit matches for Izzy anyway, so get Usri in there. Let Alex Partner beat him next. Fuck it. But before we get to
That would
that,
that would actually be a sick fight, but I would hate to
yeah,
see. I don't know, man. I'd hate to see Izzy lose to
Izzy would
Pereira's
not
teammate.
lose the way that he just lost. That's all that matters. If Izzy
Yeah,
loses,
that's
it'll be
true.
by a normal standing knockout, and that's what I'd much rather see than what we just saw. Props to Joe Piper. Talk about this shit because Larry and Douglas deserves at least a minute of praise because holy fuck, dude, that's a strong jab. That's a strong jab, dude. I mean, it looked
That
like he
jab
just
was insane, man. Dude, every
fucking.
time when he had him up against the gauge and he popped him with a jab, I think it was 3 times in a row. Buddy acted like he got shot. Julian Rosa, like fucking boom, and then got
He
back
turned
boom.
he turned Juicy J into juice, bro. It shit was
Oh
fucked,
fuck,
bro.
man, he got
It was
juiced.
horrible, dog. Hold on. Time out, bro. You've been saying some wild
Pause.
shit these last couple episodes, dog.
Ah,
He got
man,
it's
it's coming out of nowhere.
better than saying he got milked. At least juiced. You can move with juice. Yeah, I'm just glad you
That
didn't
fucking
say yeah,
jab, man. Back to the jab. That
yeah.
jab was putting him down. It was so crazy, bro. Bro had
Beautiful.
bricks in his hands.
He did.
It
I don't
was
think he landed with one
insane.
power punch. The one power punch he landed, a forearm. It was a forearm. It was a forearm to the cranium, and it just sent Julian Erosa flying 3 feet. He gets up and he goes. Erosa's like it was like fucking.
Yeah.
The fa sound effect on
Yeah,
TikTok.
yeah.
It's all I heard every time he hit. I just heard fa. I
Yeah,
was
dude,
like,
it was
fuck, dude.
crazy. It was stunning him. That was
It
so
fucks his
wild to
world
see.
up. They put that
I've
boy on
never
the main
seen like
card.
something like that when that just that left straight jab and the
Yeah.
fucking knocking a fighter down 3 times in a row.
It was pretty bad. And I like Juicy J, man. He was on the Connor's
Yeah.
first season of Tough with Uriah Faber and Connor as coaches. He was on team Faber or Connor. I don't know which one. I think it was Connor. And Juicy J's been around a long time. He had a really good fight with Milky Zael Costa, took some big shots, hurt Milky. Didn't have any of that here. They only put him on the main card because he's from Seattle, and boy, did they fucking do that boy dirty. Holy shit. Um, insane fucking fight, dude. Larry and Douglas reminded me a lot of Ilya Topuria.
I see that.
Totora. But fucking yeah, getting into that, the stakes only got raised higher and higher. Michael Chiesa and Nico Price, the double retirement fight. Don't think that's happened since Tito Chuck 3. But it was interesting. Nico Price looked like he might pull off the upset for about a good
Yeah, dude.
13 seconds.
When he dumped Chiesa on his head, man, I was like, oh shit, oh shit. And
Yeah,
then
that
Chiesa
spike was
just ended up.
insane, bro. That was like I was sitting there hammered, bro, and that spike, I was looking at my homie, and my homie goes, "What the fuck was that?" I was like, "That's a spike. It's
Yeah.
legal, but it's frowned upon." I was like, "But it's still legal." And then sure enough, Chiesa just goes, "Not in my hometown, bitch. The Seahawks just won the Super Bowl. I'm about to fucking kill your ass." And Chiesa choked him out, man. Got his retirement speech was awesome. Loved
Yeah.
watching his little retirement video. He was a people don't understand, bro. Michael Chiesa, Tough 15, was the fucking man, bro. He was the man, bro. His dad dies on like day 2. Dana don't ever, if you watched any of the seasons of Tough before this, Dana don't ever make any exceptions for people to go home. He knew how talented Chiesa was. He let him go to his dad's funeral. He paid for him to go there and come back. Chiesa came back and starched everybody, bro. It was a hell of a fucking career for Michael Chiesa. Hats off to you, brother. Come do an episode.
Yeah, man. And to go out on 4 wins in a row, you don't see that often in the UFC. I'm
No,
glad that the
never.
matchmakers did I think they did Chiesa well. Shout out to Nico Price too. I don't know if
Yeah.
anybody else knows, but Nico Price also retired. It's kind of crazy he
Yeah.
didn't get the mic. And
Well,
DC,
so they were elaborating on that, and DC said that it was because they already interviewed Chiesa first, and there
yeah,
was just they couldn't interview Nico after doing all that interviews and stuff. So Nico has now lost and watched 2 retirement videos. Him and
I
Robbie
think Nico
Lawler.
Price is getting paid, man. That Robbie
Oh yeah,
Lawler fight. I mean, I felt like I don't know, man. It wasn't like the most clean
yeah,
knockout ever, buddy.
yeah,
Raw. It's like
yeah. I thought Nico
it's
was going to come in
wild.
there. If Brian Barberena can knock out Robbie Lawler, why couldn't Nico Price, who knocked out 3 dudes off his back? But that's MMA for you. It doesn't always just because something happens doesn't mean it's going to happen next time. So I get it. But yeah, no, hell of a fucking career for Michael Chiesa. Hell of a career for Nico Price. He's given us some highlights too. Love both these guys. We now
Yeah,
come
Nico's had some
to
wild knockouts. I mean, he's had the
Nico
back
has.
fist on the ground. Like, I
He's
wish
done some
I did.
wild shit.
I wish he got the bite for just a minute, man.
Me
Because
too.
that's the
I
first.
agree.
That's just like you dump your whole life into something, and it's like.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I get it. We're in Seattle. Mike and Chiesa. We're gonna see Michael on the desk. Looking forward to him staying on
He
commentary
got
and up
the
top.
Nico Price got the Goldberg treatment. They cut off Goldberg's speech, so at least I guess at least Goldberg got something. But fucking yeah, no, I get why they didn't do it, but I wish they wouldn't have done it that way. I mean, the dudes
Yeah,
took the fight on what 4 days notice to make sure that Chiesa had his final fight in his hometown. So at that point,
yeah,
I think at that point if they would have called fucking Michael Morales or fucking anybody in there to fight Chiesa, he would have took the fight just to have his last fight be in Seattle. So, but enough of that. You know what I'm here for. I wish I clipped your ass and all the shit
Oh
you talked
man.
about. I wish I clipped your ass and all the shit you talked about my lady, Alexa Grasso, bro. Oh, the Pride of Mexico fucking now holds the most brutal knockout in women's MMA history. I didn't think anybody would ever top Valentina Shevchenko knocking out Jessica I with a fucking Edson Barboza head kick. And of course, it's the girl that beat Shevchenko. God, I just want to rub it in, dude. Fucking, oh, that was satisfying. That's all I gotta say. I won't rub it in too bad. Be like, Macy fucking sucks. But boy, that was a fucking. I mean, it was such a good knockout. I felt bad for you. Like literally, like I'm sitting here next to my homie, and I'm showing him like he watches our podcast faithfully, and I'm like, dude, look, James is better not text me back for at least 5 minutes after this watch. And I
Listen,
texted you like 6 times. I know you immediately got down on the floor. You probably prayed. You probably shed a couple tears. You might have shit your pants and had to go change them. I don't know. I did. I had to go poop right after because I was like, dude, that's actually insane.
man, that what a sequence of events. You know, Alexa Grasso is an assassin for that. I'm definitely worried for the next girl that she fights because if Alexa Grasso can continue to fight like that, that was insane. And like just the instinct to finish and the way that
Yeah.
she did. I mean, it
Yes.
all happened in a split second. I
Brutal.
was on the
It was
floor.
all brutal.
I was on my knees in front of my television. I said, baby, looking at my wife. I'm like, baby, Macy Barber's fighting right now. Come on, just lock in. She was reading her book, said, lock in with me. This is going to take maybe 15 minutes. We got a brawler versus a point fighting boxer. And she doesn't point fight that much. She's just a boxer. So I said, boom,
Oh, I
watching
ain't
it,
hating. I
watching
got
it.
my
I'm
glory
like,
shit.
yeah, here we go, here we go. Okay, looking good, looking good. And just out of fucking no, boom, Macy cuts a 180. Alexa Grasso taps her on the right side of her head, but it's like immediately after she taps her, sinks in the rear naked choke.
Mm-hmm.
Macy's got her tongue hanging out of her mouth like a
She's like,
dead deer. When she lets her go,
dead deer is
she tries
diabolical.
to wrestle the ref and then just falls back and just like some primal state.
Yeah.
And it was ridiculous. My wife started crying. She's like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
I'm pacing around the room. I'm like, "Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!"
Yeah.
I
Hey,
thought she was,
it
dude. I
was,
don't know what I
yeah.
thought for a
I
second.
thought she
I
was
look down at
dead.
my
I'll be real with
phone
you.
and I see, holy fuck, she's dead, dude. She's really dead. Oh my god, are you okay? I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
man,
I was like,
what
I couldn't even relish in the
a
win because of how
knockout!
bad that knockout was, bro. Because I like Macy Barber too, man.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
Macy's got health issues that I think, like, I don't know
yeah.
if it needs to be further addressed.
So
I
you
don't
want to
know
hear
if
what I
she
think?
was in shock,
You want to hear what I think,
but
bro?
it was brutal.
I think she has epilepsy. I'll be real with you. I think that it's something that she's not disclosed. I think it's something that she's kept under the radar. And if you have epilepsy, you cannot get hit in the head like that, bro. And I could be wrong, and I hope that's not the case. But I have a cousin who has epilepsy, and she gets real
The
bad
seizures, it all
seizures.
makes
Like,
sense.
yeah, and so she had a seizure last time out, not last time out, but the time before that against Blanchfield. It was really rough, and they said it was because of the weight cut. I don't know that it was. I really don't. And not only that, she came out looked phenomenal against Karine Silva. Not a super elite talent, not discrediting the win at all, but she had some compromising positions in that fight. It didn't seem like the same Macy Barber after that seizure. She looked really good going into this fight. She looked good in the first round. She was aggressive. She's cutting the cage off on Grasso. She just made one mistake. She just fucked around and stepped into a nuke of a punch. And yeah, I've never seen someone get hit so hard they turned completely the other way around. That was insane. She
You
landed
know,
on her butt. She landed on her butt with her looked like her foot went up in her. That's how
yeah,
weird she landed. And then, the other hit, and Alexa Grasso, respect to her for coming right around, getting on her knees and praying. And then she didn't even call anybody out. She said, just bring an event to my hometown. How can you not love this fucking angel of a woman that just committed murder on live television, dude? I mean,
it
Jesus,
was
what an
wild.
insane. But
Shout
real
out to
talk, hope Macy Barber is okay, and shout out to Alexa Grasso.
Uh, Shout out to Mike Harrington, producer of the Believe You Me podcast. This past Believe You Me episode with Michael Bisping and Paul Felder, he brought up a tweet made by Mac Malley, and it was another MMA account, and it was like you know, there's been documentaries on like Animal Planet of a fucking gazelle getting eaten by a lion, and even though her guts are being torn out and she's being devoured, like she's still awake and her eyes are blinking. It's they're in this primal state of shock, like as if you know that you're going to meet the Lord, and it's just you're there, like you're stuck, and it's just it was like almost spiritual, like she was about
Yeah.
to meet God, like
It felt really
that
cult.
was
It felt cultish, bro. Like I
it
felt
was
like I was watching
strange.
something I should not have been watching. And I
It
was
was
hammered.
strange.
I was hammered and was able to channel that raw emotion from that. So, I can't imagine how you felt sitting there when your fighter's fucking, about to walk up the stairway to heaven, and you're like,
Yeah. It was scary,
wow. I
man.
mean,
That's honestly
yeah,
one of the best finishing sequence because it's not just the knockout. It's not
yeah,
the punch that made
KO and
Macy do
sub,
a 180. It's
yeah,
also boom. It's in sub. Feel bad for the guys that had Alexa Grasso by sub plus 1800. I would be
yeah.
pissed.
Yeah, I don't, well, them odds was
I
so
get it. I
inflated.
know, but
Them odds, oh yeah, because it was a sub. I didn't even think about that. It was technically a sub at the end, but the thing is Mike Beltran's had stuff going on, and he has his first fight back in the octagon as a ref in like years. He's the real winner of the night. He had Macy Barber holding his leg pretty damn close. So, no, I'm just fucking around. I'll probably cut that. I seen that on Twitter, but I thought Mike Beltran did the right thing. He gave her a chance, even though it was clearly over, he gave her a chance, which sucks in women's MMA. Alexa is an assassin, as you said.
yeah,
Literally, it was like bonk, bonk, yoink. Alexa, I think knew too, but she's a Mexican fighter. They got the instinct fight till it's over, and
yeah.
it was insane. Never did I think we'd spend more time on the co-main than the main event of this fight. And they also gave performance of the night to Joe Pyfer, which I thought was a little crazy because I thought he was getting tuned up in that first round pretty convincingly. So let's talk about
Oh yeah.
that. Let me
Izzy
start by
blew it,
saying
man. Izzy
no
blew it.
disrespect to Joe Pyfer. You got so lucky Izzy decided to stand in your fucking range and bang, because if he would have just kept tearing up your legs, and if he would have just kept fighting at range, keep kicking and moving his head, and he was rounding off perfectly. He was rounding off the punches, not getting caught by any bombs. He got caught by two back-to-back bombs up there. He's got Pyfer against the cage. I mean, you have all this octagon behind you. Use your angles, and dude, I don't know what the fuck his problem is, man. I don't know why he fights like he's got anything to prove. He's literally doing what Anderson Silva did. Throwing away fights because
No.
he wants to have a highlight reel. It's like you can produce a highlight reel by being calculated, man.
Yeah, if Izzy stuck to the game plan of round one, he would have won this fight, I believe.
I agree.
He started to get into the face of Piper and wanted to play around with him, and
Yep.
he's not going to win the power match with a guy that's
Never.
younger than him and maybe
Never.
one of the hardest hitting guys in the
Better
division.
wrestler,
Uh,
better grappling. He should have never put himself in a compromised position. It was he's now like 0-4 in them shorts. Burn them fucking shorts. They clearly alter his mindset. Throw them shits in the trash. Um, I'm not an Izzy fan, and I'm disappointed, man. Like I wanted that vintage Izzy performance, and honestly, I'm kind of glad Joe Pyfer won. He got on the mic, said he almost took his life two
yeah,
weeks ago, so he really needed that win more than Izzy. So maybe that's God's doing. I don't know. Maybe he just fucking put some fucking buffering on Izzy's brain for that fight. I don't know. But it's crazy to see, bro. I know Eugene Behrman's probably fucking hounding the fuck out of him. Like, dude, why'd you do that? Why'd you throw that away? But at the same time, I can't believe Joe Pyfer's now number 4 or 5 in the world. So
yeah, that's
I'm
crazy.
I'm hoping Edmund Shabazian falls out of that fight and they give him Brendan Allen. I really do. That's gonna be
He
interesting.
was Izzy was eating his leg up,
Mm.
dude.
It was
Like that was
swollen by
Izzy's
yeah.
fight to win, and it was kind of just out of nowhere. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's you don't even really see when Izzy got hurt until you
Mm-mm.
go back and watch the replay. When
Mm-hmm.
Piper had a clean shot
Up
landed
against
on
the
him, and
cage, just
yeah,
fucking throws a hook that's got
yeah, and
all
it's
meat
almost
to
like
it
it didn't
right on the
register
temple.
for Izzy either until
Mm-hmm.
he was taken down.
Yep.
And Piper, I mean, Izzy was not defending. His fucking legs were back there swimming like a mermaid. I'm sure he wants to be one. And it was just like It was wild, man. It was wild to see Izzy. It did not register for him
No,
until he was on the ground. I feel like
it
he
was
must
sad.
probably blacked out.
It was sad.
Um,
He cut Izzy. He cut Izzy bad on the face. He was sitting there pouring blood when he lost. My cousin Kyle, God rest his soul, the one that got me into MMA. He's a huge Izzy fan. He probably rolled over in his grave that night watching that fight. Like, what the fuck was that, dude? I mean, and I always wear his chain that I got of him when I watch MMA, and he is a Izzy fucking like that was one of the first fights that got me back in MMA because I hadn't watched in like 8 years. I missed like I had seen a lot of the Connor fights. I hadn't seen a lot of anything else going on before or after the Connor fights from like 2011 to 2018. First fight he shows me is Izzy versus Anderson Silva. I go, oh, surely this bitch is gonna lose to Anderson Silva. Shows me a banger fight. I'm like, yes, motherfucker. Here, immediately didn't like him because he beat Anderson Silva. And I find myself rooting for the same thing with Kamaru Usman. I don't know why I like Colby Covington. I was pissed he beat Colby Covington, and I find myself liking these guys later in their career because you respect them. But dude, there was nothing to respect about throwing your fucking game plan away like a fucking rookie, man. I mean, he did the Michael Chandler method, bro.
yeah, it sucks because Izzy's not gonna
Wizzy.
win. He's not gonna win these power battles with these young up and coming guys.
Never.
I think that he really needs to stick to what he does best, man. He's an amazing
Yeah.
kickboxer. He manages his distance very well. That's what he's known for.
Yeah.
Just keep it on lock. If you want this highlight reel finish, it's going to come to you in the third
Yeah.
round if you're
Just be
tuning up these
patient.
guys for
Just
the
be
first two.
patient, man.
Yeah, I agree with you. Be patient,
Something
Izzy,
I
man.
want to
We
say
really
out
want to see
loud.
you win,
Joe Pyfer did not finish Kelvin Gastelum, right? Went to
right?
decision, right? He finished Israel Adesanya. How is it
Yeah.
Kelvin Gastelum has had more success over the last 3 years than Israel Adesanya has?
Mm. Well,
If you
probably
would
because
have,
Kevin Gastelum's a fucking weight bully and comes in
he's a
overweight
fucking
every time he fights.
somebody came in and called him a waterlogged sofa on our comments, and I don't think I've
That boy,
ever heard anything more fucking accurate. I mean, it's like
that boy looks like a sea lion.
you threw that it's like you threw away your mom's mini fridge. That motherfucker is just a box with fucking legs, dude. I mean, he's a big motherfucker. Also, on that event, we found out Mighty is going to the Hall of Fame. It's
That
long
was very cool.
overdue. He is at his first UFC event since 2018. I really am glad to see that. Way overdue. He was not appreciated when he was fighting. Glad to see he's being appreciated more now. Wish it was long time ago, but fuck it. It is what it is. We can't change the past. We can only embrace the future. So, good on them
Demetrius
for doing
Johnson
that.
built an entire division off of
Yes.
his back in
Yes.
spectacular fashion. I don't get
Yeah.
the DJ hate. They say, "Oh,
No.
DJ wouldn't be a star today." I
I
mean,
seen that
with
everybody
DJ,
was hating
that's
on your tweet about
ridiculous.
that. I'm like, these motherfuckers are delusional, bro. He was,
Yeah,
he
with
went over
his
to one.
performance paired with his performances paired with his now social media following and the things that he does with social media. If he was doing both of those things, flyweight would be massive.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I don't care what anybody says.
who else has a flying armbar submission? I don't know anybody. This is the guy that beat Cejudo. I mean, he beat Cejudo convincingly. That arguably could have beat him the second time. They clearly didn't want him to win a decision that was close. Because they were tired of him. He didn't get the respect he deserved. Um,
Yeah.
I think he would have beat Dillashaw. I think it's pretty obvious. Dillashaw had nothing for Cejudo, and you think that Cejudo winning a close decision against Mighty Mouse. I think Mighty Mouse comes out and starches Dillashaw. I get Mighty Mouse is tiny, but bro,
I just saw that
it's
TJ Dillashaw got paid 10-10 for his one of his title fights one time. He got paid 10,000 and then 10,000 win, even though he was fighting for the title, dude.
that's
That's
insane.
wild.
That's insane, bro. That's another thing. It's
Insane.
like TJ Dillashaw is another guy that carried a lot of fucking attention around the belt when he had it, even though Dominic Cruz was arguably the bantamweight GOAT at that point in time. There's also Renan Barão. Nobody talks about Renan Barão, bro. That motherfucker came in tough 15, had to replace Uriah Faber to fucking fight Dominic Cruz for the belt. He beat Dominic Cruz for the belt, beat Uriah Faber, and then TJ Dillashaw, and then he was literally Alex Pereira, Renan Barão was. And then TJ Dillashaw comes in, beats him in a close fight, comes in the rematch and starches him, dude. Nobody could figure that guy out. And TJ Dillashaw for 2 fights looked like fucking Prime McGregor, dude. I mean, it was
Yeah.
insane, dude. And I'm not a Dillashaw guy, but holy fuck, dude. I mean, there's so many we've seen so many recent regime changes in sport just in the last 10 years. It makes me excited for what's coming, bro. It really does.
Yeah, man, we're heading in the right direction with the UFC, man. These fight nights have been bangers. We've got these new cats coming in that know how to fight.
Getting my
If
Larry
we're
and
talking,
Douglas on.
unless we're talking heavyweight,
Yeah, no, them
but you
motherfuckers
know,
just know how to cheat and fuck. That's it, dude.
yeah,
Josh
dude,
Hokett
I'm
just knows how to get my Larry and Douglas on right here. Just I'm not
jabbing
gonna cap.
jabbing through the phone, son.
Hey, this is a computer, son. I guess you're on
Yeah,
the phone. I guess you're on the phone.
I'm on the
So
phone.
yeah, no. This weekend was a banger for me, dude, and I couldn't have picked a better weekend to do it. Went to the expo. I left with 11 signatures. One of those being Dennis Rodman. I just tell a story while I'm on the pod, even though it's not
Yeah,
anime
man.
related. So I left my fucking money at my homie's crib because I had $700 in cash. I took it out of my wallet because I was wearing basketball shorts. I didn't want to lose it. We go to get breakfast. We go back to his crib. I'm in a rush to leave. I don't grab my fucking money, bro. We sit in line for 2.5 hours to see Dennis Rodman, and it's $90 for a signature. Thank God my homie pulled out extra cash. I look at him. I go, fuck, dude, I don't have my money on me. And we're like three people from Dennis Rodman. And he goes, dude, I hope I have enough. He had literally just enough to cover my signature. So I'm like, okay, it was 150 for a signature and a picture, 90 for a signature, which I was going to get a signature anyways. We get up there. I bought the authentic jersey, $300 version, bro. Finals patch, fucking patch on it that says what year it's from, pristine condition. And he sees it. Dennis sees it. He goes, holy fuck, dude, that's the real deal. And the guy that's handing the markers, he's like, that is the real deal. Look at the stitching on there. And I go, here you go, sir. You just do whatever you want with it, man. I'm fucking starstruck. It's my childhood. And I was gonna ask him about being best friends with Kim Jong Un. Like, how's it feel to know that you're the last line of defense between us and getting nuked? But I was starstruck. And I was already like fucking retarded for God, not retarded, stupid for fucking leaving my money at the crib. And Dennis is like, here, let's sign that. Let's get a picture together. I was like, Dennis, I left my fucking money at home, bro. I didn't pay for a picture. He goes, I don't care about none of that. Let's take a picture anyways. These motherfuckers running the thing, even after he said he wanted a picture with the authentic jersey, he was like, no, we're not taking a picture. He didn't pay for it. I was like, the motherfucker wants a picture. Let him take the picture, bro. I'm the only guy with
Yeah,
the
what a
authentic
loser.
jersey. Dude, they were fucking, oh, they're losers, bro. These wrestlers, I tell you right now, I almost beat like two people to death this Saturday. I was literally on the verge of fucking omoplata and grown fat boys that don't leave their mom's basement. My brother was on his little scooter with his broken leg. And I mean, the first day there's a kid on a wheelchair running around going, scooter coming through, wheelchair coming through. Like, he's extra. By day two, I'm doing the same shit. I'm like, scooter coming through, move fat bitches. And by the end of the day, this dude cut my brother off, and my brother ran over his foot. And he looked at my little brother who's 13. He goes, watch where the fuck you're going. I said, you better walk your fat ass on before I curb stomp the fuck out of you, bro. And I don't mean that Seth
What?
Rollins shit. Yes, bro. And that's how they are, bro. These wrestling fans are weird, bro. That's why I
What a
didn't. I
bunch
mean,
of losers, bro.
oh, dude, loser ain't the word, bro. And there's really genuinely cool people there, and then you have them guys like Diamond Dallas Page, coolest fucking guy on the planet. I'm gonna definitely do DDP yoga, but
Who's gonna disrespect a kid in a wheelchair like that,
well, he
dog?
wasn't even in a wheelchair. That's the fucked up part. He was on the little scooters that NBA players wear if they tear their ACL and shit, like the one leg bent or
Is it
whatever,
like
like
one
this.
one leg? Oh
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking
yeah.
about.
And he was wearing pajamas, and the pajamas were pulled over his cast for the most part. So everybody kept trying to say he was faking. I was like, all right, if he's faking, let me smack him upside the fucking head with his leg then, and we'll see if he's faking or not, you fat motherfucker. And but dude, when I tell you, I was this close to going to jail, bro. The only thing that kept me from not going to jail was fucking wanting to see that card. I'll be real with you. We were gonna go to the wrestling event that night, and I was like, nah, Izzy's fighting. I don't give a fuck about this wrestling event because I thought it's supposed to be like a Royal Rumble thing. They stopped doing that after last year, apparently. So I was like, I don't give a fuck. I don't want to watch a Riddle wrestle. Fuck that. I don't care. He's fucking high as a Riddle was off his noggin. I mean, he was fucking up in the clouds, dude. All respect to Riddle. He took our merch, but dude was on the ganja big time. Fucking, it's like talking to my dad. It was bad. But yeah, and yeah, I was sitting there in one of the AEW, that's another promotion. They did a panel. After their panel, they came off, went to the restaurant, and we go to the restaurant too, and they're right in front of us. And the funniest part was they got a dude who's like from Yonkers, New York, named Eddie Kingston. Bro was just shitting all over Dragon Ball Z, which I fucking love. Uh, clearly, you know. And but his fucking shit was valid though, bro. It's the funniest shit. I'll post a fucking vlog of it or whatever. But aside
I
from
got
all the
something to show
nonsense,
you.
yeah,
You
show me
like
that
Dragon
shit, dude.
Ball Z?
I mean, fuck yeah, I live for it, dude. What you got, dude? Let's see what he's got. Don't tell me you got a Saiyan haircut for Poirier back there. That'd be fucking awesome.
Where the fuck?
Every time
Where
you
the
go to find something, bro. Every time you
where
go to
the
find
fuck?
something, you don't ever know where it's at. I swear to God.
The fuck?
Where
Oh, I
the
see it.
fuck is that thing at?
Dude, there's only so many of these left in the world, dog,
Let
and
me see it.
all of them, for the most part, have a broken Frieza.
No.
I present to you the Dragon Ball Z fucking coin
Dude,
bank
that is
from
fucking
like
sick, dog.
2000.
Holy fuck, dude. You're the one guy that has something cooler than me Dragon Ball related. Holy
But
fuck.
look at this. So
Do I like
Frieza, if you try to find this online,
yeah.
all Frieza, he is entirely detached from this. Frieza's
Damn.
leg is broken on mine, but even the one with
That's
no
still
Frieza at
yeah.
all, $100.
That's fucking sick, bro. That's fucking
And you put
literally sick
batteries
as
in,
fuck.
and this little ball right here, the Dragon Ball glow
It's fire.
lights up.
That's fire
I
as
will
fuck, bro.
definitely.
That is
I don't know if I
fire
want
as
to
fuck.
save this for my son or not, but if
Dude,
I'm
save
not
it.
going to save it, then
Save
I
it
will
for him,
send it
bro.
to you.
Well, if you never have a use for it, I'll definitely come pick that shit up personally. Yeah, I mean, look, dude, you want to ask me, do I like Dragon Ball? Hold on, just hang tight for 1 second, dude. Fucking, I mean, that's literally all the fucking seasons right there. Fucking. Not only that, we also have
MMA segue to
another fucking
Dragon
dude.
Ball
I think I
Z.
heard anime is gay. I don't know. Uh, fucking GT right there. That wasn't nothing. And then if that doesn't sell you, fucking, I just depleted half my bookshelf doing this. I mean, fucking dude.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
that is my fucking brain itch right there. I've been showing my daughter that shit weeks on end, and she's been fucking with it. So
If you want to see more Dragon Ball Z, holler at Coda in the chat and we'll look through his memorabilia collection
yeah,
along with his
right, for real.
everything else that he
I'll start
has.
pointing it towards that corner of the room. I mean, fuck, I got half the fucking Funkos they put out, probably more than half. There's more shit hanging on the wall. I mean, I got little shit like this. Piccolo's my dog.
Hell yeah.
I mean, that's the most unhealthy obsession I've ever had in my life. So, but yeah, no, fucking, that's wild. You got that. That's an insane pool, dog. And we just probably tainted this whole episode with nerd talk, but fucking, it is what it is.
I've had that since I was a kid, man.
That's a fucking insane pool, dude. You could probably 3D print the bottom part of that Frieza's foot.
Shit.
You probably
Maybe.
could, but fucking
Hmm.
throw some niche shit in there every now and then. But yeah, and
Yeah.
I got plenty of merch left over from the event. So if y'all are interested, man, y'all comment below. We will hoping we're doing a raffle or something here soon. I gave out a lot of these pins to a lot of people, so I'm hoping to see some returns on that. Excuse me, and hopefully when we get this logo on Scuba Steve's shorts, we seen some returns from that. So, but yeah, that was a hell of a Seattle card. We will be back Friday to do the breakdown of this Moicano and Duncan card. There's a lot of fights I need to rewatch. So,
We're also going to be interviewing Scuba Steve this
yeah,
coming Friday.
yep. Don't
Y'all make
forget
sure to
that.
like, subscribe, follow us on Twitter at Clinch Combos Pod, and follow Fight Talk, Fight_Talk_. Follow Split the Diff Pod. Very active on Twitter. All of our videos are also on Twitter, man. We're
Yep.
so close to hitting our goal on
Yes.
Twitter. Started that thing last year, man, and it's really getting there. We'd love for y'all to tune
Whoever
in there.
the 1,000th follower is, we might do an episode with. So fucking, and
That's facts.
same thing. Say that we get to on YouTube. Whoever's our 100th follower on YouTube, we're keeping track of that shit. Come on here and do a video. I don't give a fucking come on here saying fuck Bryce Mitchell, or you say fucking Randy Couture's got an 8-inch wiener. I don't fucking care. Just give us the follow.
Amen.
We don't give a shit.
Hey, the one, absolutely. Any type of engagement, we'd love to talk with y'all guys. And we really appreciate y'all
Who
listening.
knows?
Tuning in if you are.
Maybe I'll fuck around and give this signed Mark Coleman glove away to one lucky subscriber. Maybe that's what I'll do. So it was
Maybe
only
I'll give this Dragon Ball Z piggy bank away to a lucky
put that shit
subscriber.
down. Put that shit down. That's not getting given away to anybody, dude. You keep that or you give it to me. Fuck the subscribers. I'll kill them for that. Dude, that's the problem is they're gonna have to give you the address because they give it to me to mail out. I'm fucking eavesdropping the messages, be like taking a drive. But yeah, no. With that being said, dude, it's been a fucking phenomenal episode. Uh, yeah. I was just sitting here looking. I got also the voice actors from DBZ signing, signing Funkos over here too, and I'll be getting another one later this year. So, but yeah, enough of that. Fuck it. Anything you want to add, man, before we hop off of here?
No, sir. That was what a card, in my opinion, best card of the year.
I
And
agree.
we would really appreciate y'all if y'all interacted with the pages and the YouTube channel. Check out our TikTok as well. That's been popping off.
Yep.
Clinch Conversations on TikTok.
And if you
And
don't see that, split the difference on TikTok is my main, and we are active on there as well. That's where I put my predictions on there. Going to start trying to get them onto YouTube. Hopefully me and Jason get something worked out. We can put our picks out together and
yep.
then get them posted there. So, just right now, his work's booming, my work's booming. So, and we're new dad. Well, he's not a new dad, but he's a newer dad with his first son and his new son. So bear with us. We'll get better as time comes on, and we'll see y'all Friday for this Scuba Steve interview.
All right. Peace out, everybody. We appreciate y'all.
Yes,
Like,
sir.
subscribe.
That's right.
Subscribe.
Do it. If you don't like or subscribe, you're gay.
That's facts. You
Which
don't
is
like to
fine.
subscribe,
It's fine.
you're gay, and that's okay.
That's okay. There's nothing wrong with being gay, but just know if you don't like or subscribe, you're gay. Reverse psychology. Pimp out.